What's up, my people? How's everybody doing? Hey, good, having a good time? We're having a good time as well over here. It's another beautiful time that we get to learn one or two or have a good time over here. So what's good, guys? What's good? Today I'm just wanna do wet fried fish. That's the tilapia fish with some kales and some ugali. So right here you can see I got my tilapia fish marinating with the spices. It's a mix of spices. Over there I got curry powder. I got some Royco juice mix. That's a spice from Kenya. And then over there, if you watched my video before, this is my favorite spice right there. Goya something. I forgot the name. So you mix all the spices in a bowl and then you do it one by one. You make sure that it gets into those cuttings in there for the better flavor, right? Yes, sir. So all those spices, like I said, there's some Royco, there's some curry powder, there's some garlic powder, mixed together, and then you marinate it. Right here, it's my oil is ready. I put my fish there. I put another one right there in the hot boiling oil. So it's gonna cook that for about 20-25 minutes. So you wait for about 10 minutes, you turn the other way, you cook from the other side as well, so that it can evenly cook from both sides. Alrighty? Yes, sir. It looks good.
Daddy,
It looks good up here. What's up?
where's mommy? Where's
So,
mommy?
mommy went to school. Yeah, so we're waiting for our fish to get ready. So it's gonna take about 25 minutes to get fried, deep fried in hot oil. Alrighty? Yes, sir. Cooking is an art. If you don't like cooking, man, I don't know what you like doing, because this is the thing that you do it with love. Spend hours and hours at the kitchen, but when everything is done, you'll be like, oh man, look at that. So, still, we are preparing our wet fried fish with kales and ugali. Like I told you before, ugali is an Eastern African staple food. It's a mix of alrighty. Yes, sir. Look at that. It's turning golden brown. So can you imagine that? And we haven't flipped it over. So once we flip it over, it's gonna be wonderful. Gonna be really, really, really good. The oil is hot though. It's very hot. You gotta be careful when you're deep frying this kind of foods, or fish, because you can easily burn yourself. So be careful when you're doing this stuff already. Don't play with it. Don't play with the hot oil. Yeah, I'm right behind here. Don't worry where I am. I'm just behind this camera. You see? Told you. So put some oil on top there. Cook so that you can keep on cooking from both sides. Yeah. Cook both sides like this, like that, like that, like that. You put that hot oil so that when you flip the fish, it'll be able to cook quick and faster, right? See how brown is turning little by little. It's gonna be totally brown, dry. It'll be good. Guys, actually, this fish, you can eat it the way it is. Once you dry fry like this, you can get some salads, tomato salad, and eat it with French fries or mashed potatoes. Alright? But today, for our menu, we're gonna do the wet fry. So after we deep fry this, we're gonna make a sauce and then dip this dried fish, fried fish into the sauce. so that we can make it wet. I don't know whether it sounds good, but yeah, wet fry. Come on. Yeah, make sure that it doesn't stick to each other, because if it sticks, you'll not be able to separate them. It'll be so hard for you to separate it. So make sure that you detach it from each other, yeah, for ease flipping or turning. Okay. Yes, sir. Meanwhile, like I said, I always clean as I'm cooking. So that's my chopping board. I'm gonna start preparing the tomatoes and onions for the sauce. Alrighty. Yes, sir. See how it's turning out to be? It's turning out to be brown and brown and brown. By the time we're done, it's gonna be so cool. Yeah, I'm right behind. I say I got my onion. I'm gonna get my tomatoes as well for the sauce. Right, for the sauce. Wash my tomatoes on the sink right here. You can see. Wash them, wash them. It really doesn't. It don't matter how many tomatoes you put. It depends on how you like it, right? It don't matter how much, how many tomatoes you use. It depends on you. Okay, you can use two, you can use one, and with spices of your choice. It really don't matter. So we chop our onion right now. Chop our onions. I hate this. When I peel off the onion, I hate these remainings, man. They disgust me. I just like to just put them away right away. So let's cut our onions right here into small pieces, very small pieces, tiny pieces. Okay, tiny pieces. The tiny pieces right here. This one is done. Cut it into tiny, tiny, tiny pieces so that they can cook well. Cause it's a sauce. You don't want large, large onions on the sauce. You just want it to be so soft, and smooth and delicious. So make sure when you're cutting your onions and tomatoes, they'll be so soft. So meanwhile, you need to turn or flip your fish so that it can cook the other way too. See how brown it is from the other side? Look at that. Flip the other one as well. Be careful though. See? That's what I told you guys. You gotta be so careful because you can easily burn yourself. It's a pretty hot oil. Don't play with it. There you go. There you go. There you go. So you give it some couple minutes to cook the other side. Meanwhile, yeah, make sure the tail gets in here so that it can cook all the way. Guys, by the way, the tail is my favorite part of the fish. It's so crunchy when it cooks very well. It gets so crunchy and it has this special taste, and the feeling when you're eating the gills. Are those gills? Yeah, I think they're gills. They're very delicious. So that's my favorite part when it comes to the tilapia fish. Yeah. So let's go on with our tomatoes. cut them into small pieces as well. Small pieces. I like to use this small knife when I'm cutting my tomatoes. It's kind of a seesaw or a saw. It's just like a saw. It cuts so good, back and forth. Okay. Like I told you guys, you can use 4 tomatoes, 5 tomatoes, 2 tomatoes, one, depending on your liking. It really doesn't matter how many you should use. So, like I told you, mostly I do my cooking by just approximating. I don't measure anything. I look at the food, I look at everything, the ingredients, and I just pick them. I don't have to measure the water, the oil, how many tomatoes. Yeah, I can do it, locally, like they say. Is that the better word? Is it locally? Mentally? Or what? Yeah, I don't need to measure anything. So tomatoes are ready. Clean our environment, our surroundings gotta be sparkling clean because we're doing cooking. We don't want anything around us. Okay. So our fish is still doing good. It's doing great, great, great. It's almost ready. Okay. Almost ready. Okay, see it's golden brown now. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Yep. Our fish is almost ready. Very ready. And it looks delicious, guys, right? What you think? Leave your comment down there in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Right? Yes, sir. This kind of food that you have to cook with a lot of patience because you can't hurry up. See? So we turn this again one more time. One more time, flip it over. The other one as well. Flip it over. Boom. Final touches. You see that? It's dry and crunchy. Can you imagine adding the sauce on that fish with some kales and ugali? Very delicious. Very delicious. Yeah, like I said before, guys, it's you gotta be so patient when you're cooking these kind types of foods because they tend to take a little bit more time. They consume a little bit more time before you can get something nice on the table. So, but if you like cooking, they'll be so fun staying in the kitchen, having a good time. Yeah. Having a good time. Yeah. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, 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 la, la. Ah, la, la, la. Yeah, just you gotta make yourself a little bit busy. You know, don't bore. Make sure you're not boring. Invent, elevate, like. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Hallelujah. Guys, our fish is almost ready. So, meanwhile, you can listen to the music, the acapella. Yeah, the acapella. Guys, what you like cooking? When you're home, relaxing, what you like preparing? What's your favorite meal in that matter? See, put our onions here on the pan. He let them burn a little bit, get our oil. Virgin oil is my favorite. Yeah, virgin oil is my favorite. So you add some virgin oil to the pan. I use the pan because it got the large service area for the two fish to fit in there. I don't wanna crash my fish when I'm cooking. I just want it to be intact. One fish, the whole fish with the sauce on top. I don't want it to, when you use a small pot, it's high likelihood that you break it down into pieces. That's what I don't want. So when I use this pan like this, it's big enough the large service area for the two fish to cook in there with enough space of me playing with it. Our onions are still cooking, almost getting golden brown. Guys, the aroma in here is fantastic. It smells so good, I'm telling you. I wish you can be here. It smells so wonderfully good. The aroma, can you imagine? Without fish in there. So you put the fish, it'll be a bomb. Put the ripe, chopped tomatoes to our onions. Already. Already. Yeah, the tomatoes and the onions are in there. You wait them to cook little. Cook, cook, cook. Flip them or chop them into small pieces like that. Right there. Mulan, what's the baby doing downstairs?
Watching Cocomelon.
Watching Cocomelon? Alrighty, that's my son doing his thing as well. Our tomatoes are cooking nicely and slow but sure. Slow but sure. Slow but sure. See? See? The aroma in the kitchen is wonderful. It smells so good, I can tell you for that. For free. Okay? No, tomatoes are almost ready. Almost ready. Almost ready. Almost ready. They're still cooking though. They'll have to cook completely. Cook completely. Get our spices right there. Let them mix the spice. It got some paprika, got some garlic in there. So our Goya spice right there as well. Get two of them for the color and some flavor. Stir it well. Stir, stir, stir. See that? Then be careful. Get the piece of cloth. Stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir, stir. Stir well. Stir well. They're almost ready. Almost ready. See that? That's how you play with the spoon. You play with your spoon in the kitchen. Is that the spoon or the spatula? I call it a spoon. You choose sense, leave nonsense. You can pick sense, you leave nonsense. Is that the spatula or the spoon? Tell me, guys. Put it down below on the comment section. So see that, guys? That's what we need. It's still cooking. You gotta cook down to complete smooth sauce. Ready? Now, a special thing. We're adding some milk. Add some milk. Clean stove. Like I told you, man. I'm so allergic to dirt in the kitchen. I like when it's clean, sparkling, clean. Look at that sauce. Look at it. Spilling some over my pan. It's okay. Look at that, guys, ladies and gentlemen. This add more milk to make it even thick. Yeah, guys, the milk makes it so thick. So, and there's a special flavor when you add some milk to that sauce. You know, it gets so thick and delicious. Can you check on the baby on the stairs? I can hear him at the door right there. Look at that sauce. Add some Roycom juice mix. That's a Kenyan special spice called Roycom juice mix. I love that, you know. It got certain special aroma. Special aroma. You see how delicious that is? Yeah? You see how delicious the food is? That my little son. It's all over the place. You want something to eat too? Huh? Do you wanna eat something? Yeah? 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 Put our fish in there. Our sauce is ready, so we put our fish. Get some juices. Those juices put on top of the fish like that. You know, spread it along the fish. Make sure that sauce gets into the fish. Views into the fish. Did I say fish? Yeah. Yeah, put all the sauce right there on top of the fish like that, you know, on top of the fish like that. Boom, boom, boom. What you think, guys? It looks delicious already, but it's not done yet. I'm gonna add a little bit more water to this fish to make a little bit more sauce for the fish. Okay. Okay. Cooking is an art. If you don't like cooking, I don't know, man. You see, you do it with love. Yeah, you take your time. Yeah, you do it your way. There's no special way of doing these things. You just do it your way. It looks delicious. So our sauce is almost getting done in there. You know, I underestimated the sauce that I made, but I know what to do. I'll add a little bit of water to that sauce. Yeah, remember guys, the fish is already cooked, so we don't overcook it. We just put it so that it can get that sauce into those cuttings, right? We don't have to overcook the fish because it's already cooked. It was already deep fried. We're just trying to get the sauce into the fish to get that taste, that aroma, and that flavor. Yeah, that's what we need on our fish. So more into the fish like that. This man, this pan is misbehaving. He just wanna fly and flip with my fish on it. I'll be so upset. My cooking pan is misbehaving. It doesn't wanna stay. It doesn't wanna stay on the stove. It just wanna flip with my fish. What's wrong with ya? What's wrong? Huh? See that? Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Guys, I've come to realize that food is the only thing that has no boundaries. It can bring everybody together. It doesn't matter, you know. Food is the only thing that brings people together from all over the world. It doesn't matter what part of the world you are, but what I know is that you gotta eat. You gotta eat something. So it's a universal, common, connector to all humans. So wherever there's food, a human gotta be there. You can't survive without food, no matter what. Rich, poor, middle class, tall, short, we'll all have to eat, right? We'll have to eat. And if we have to eat, somebody gotta cook. Alrighty, somebody gotta cook food for people to eat. So I know it's not everybody that can cook, but if you can cook, if you love cooking, why don't you do it? It took me a long time to start doing this. I've been cooking for the longest time, but recording videos for YouTube, I just started recently. Not necessarily make money, but just have a good feeling about myself. When I stand in that kitchen for hours and hours cooking, there's a fulfillment. There's a feeling that I got. I feel good that I've able to make some food for my people. See, now we are preparing our kales. The kales don't need a lot of stuff. It's just onions and some spices that says some roiko. Just mix. That's a Kenyan spice. Okay, you don't put. We already put tomatoes on the fish, so you don't have to put tomatoes in the kales. But still, you can do it if you want it. If that's how you like it, then why not? Like, you can do whatever you want with your meal. As long as you make it enjoyable to yourself first before anybody else can test it, because other than cooking for other people, you cook for yourself first. So if you don't like it, I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna like it. So cook with love, like what you do, and it'll be good. Yeah, like I told you, I've been cooking for the longest time. I just like being in the kitchen. But I never thought of recording these videos and I put them online. Maybe somebody will like what I cook and try it at your comfort zone. So I just thought it listened like, wait a minute. What if I record these menus? They're just straightforward, homemade. You know, they're not complicated. You can make them. Our Kales are ready. Kales already. Kales are ready. Get my phone here. Somebody was trying to call me. Let me see who is. Yeah, somebody is trying to call me. Call, 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 call. Hey, yo, what you doing over there? That's my little son. He's always with me here when I'm cooking. It's my charge. So I'm in charge of myself, but after I test my food, then my sons are the second chargers. They test, they're the ones who tell me, because they are real. They tell you whether the food is good or not. My elder son will be like, Daddy, I don't like the food is not delicious. You know it's not, because it's honest. We got our water over there. Our cows ready. See there? Our fish is pretty ready as well. You see the sauce? You see how delicious it looks? You see how it looks? So delicious. We got one more thing to go on the other side, you know. See the fish right there. You can't miss it. You can't miss, I'm telling you. You cannot miss it. And right here we have our cooking pot with water. We're gonna cook ugali. Ugali is a how do we call it? It's a staple food for East Africa. It's made out of corn flour. So you put when the water boils, you put on corn flour in there. You keep on stirring until it gets firm, right? You can't stir anymore, and then give it a little bit more time to harden up a little bit. So once you start smelling that, there's a special aroma that comes from the cooking flour. That's when you know that your ugali is ready. Basically, it's a cooking. It's a how do we call it? It's not a bread as such. It's not a cake as well. It's just a special staple food for East Africans. Corn flour. You stir it until it gets tough or firm or harder or hard, whatever word you want to use. And then it goes with a lot of stuff actually. That's why you see most of the time I'm cooking this ugali, because it can go with the beef stew, it can go with nyama choma, if you're familiar with nyama choma. It can go with wet fried chicken, it can go with barbecued chicken with some salad, tomato salads with some chilies. It can go with everything. So that's why I like to cook. So I see our water is boiling. Our water is boiling. Get this, man. Go over there. Get this one. So I see our water is boiling. That means it's ready. So soon enough, I'm gonna get the corn flour, put it there, get the cooking stick. I keep stirring until our ugali is ready. Our ugali is ready. Do you wanna eat ugali? Eh? You eating ugali? That's my son behind there, behind the camera. And my son here. Yeah, ugali is ready. Ugali is ready. No. No. So I get a corn flour from down here with our cooking stick right here. See, you open it, get some corn flour. You boil at the center, stirring. The boom, ugali is ready right here. So see how tough it is. It looks kind of brownish as well, right? Means the ugali is very, very ready. Clean out the area, and then that's how it looks like after. How do you think? It looks good. So our fish, our kales, our ugali, and some chilies right there, right? See the fish. See how delicious it looks. Guys, I'm telling you, the room is so... The aroma in the room, in the kitchen, is unimaginable. It smells so good. So you got your fish right there, your kales, your garlic, and your chilies. My food without chilies is no food, man. I love chilies. Alrighty, I love chilies. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it. If you like it, subscribe, comment down there, and give us your opinion, what you think. We love you, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? Meantime, let me have a biting on this. I'll tell you how it feels like. How does it feel like? Delicious. This so good. Guys, tell you, I gotta go. I gotta go sit down and eat, man. I can't wait. You see? Alright, guys. I love you all. Okay. Bye. See you on the next one.